it's alright. Riding around in the breeze, well, it's alright. If you live the life you please, well, it's alright. Doing the best you can, well, it's alright. As long as you lend a hand. You can sit around and wait for the phone to ring, waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wonder what tomorrow will bring. Maybe a diamond ring. Well, it's alright, even if they say you're wrong. Well, it's alright. Sometimes you gotta be strong. Well, it's alright, as long as you got so much to lay. Well, it's alright. Every day is Judgment Day. Maybe somewhere down the road away, the end of the line, you'll think of me and wonder where I am these days. At the end of the line, maybe somewhere down the road when somebody plays. At the end of the line, Purple Haze. Well, it's alright, even when push comes to shove. Well, it's alright, if you got someone to love. Well, it's alright, everything will work out fine. Well, it's alright, we're going to the end of the line.
All right, boys, this is definitely the final beach trip of 2025 as you look at late fall at the beach area. We started off this year beach trips on an AD Nation Day on a Friday, the 18th of April. It is now November 7th, also an AD Nation Day. Happy Friday, and thank you for tuning in to the Frank Addington channel one more time. I know, last time on October 21st, we said it was the final trip, but this is not unprecedented. This has happened before. And this is the 6th consecutive year we've done at least one November beach trip, and that means we're kind of in that weird Bermuda Triangle territory because we are now 4 days away from the threshold day, which is Veterans Day 11/11. That was the date of our last beach trip of 2024, and today we are below one of the thresholds. That is the water temperature, and it is warmer than I thought it would be today. Warmer than I thought it would be. After last night in the 30s, the temperature dropping only to 58.6. The record high was 64.2 back in 2009. Wow. Record high was 54.0 in 2015, if you can believe that. Here we are, guys, at the beach area. And for those of you tuning in, thank you. For those of you who are not tuning in, you're going to miss out because this is going to be not your typical beach area opener. I'm going to take you pretty far down to the end of the strip, to a place we've never ventured before. It's a sunny day today. It is a little warmer than I thought it would be. At this point, it's about 59 degrees. We're going to get to a high of about 66 today. So we'll see where that takes us, guys. And last night on Thursday Night Football, as we kick off week 10 of the National Football League, We were not even to the NFL draft party, the first beach visit, 2025. So last night, as week 10 begins, 100% of us in Pip Pick'em's breathing a sigh of relief. Not one person picking the Raiders to win that game. And it wasn't looking good at first. It ended up being a 10-7 final with Denver winning, getting a big win. I think they're 7-2 now. Darth Raider not showing up for afternoon trivia. Oh, so close. That's all right. It's not like it was a division rival or anything, Darth. All right, here we go. We're coming out to the entrance here. The green lush setting has been eliminated now. You can see. Barely any greenery left. Wow. Some bare trees already. Tobacco Road. We're gonna take a look at how many people are here at the beach area. We were checking out that live Yorktown cam last couple days, checking out the wind in particular. Huge factor Wednesday. Should be a little factor today, but not as much. Sun feels pretty warm, a little sun angle going on there, but this is the weirdness of the November at the beach area. A lot of brown, often hazy skies, though not so far. We've got a time change, which will come into effect. So around the time of Ocean One for All the Marbles, it's going to be not as, the sun's going to be already going back this way. So it's a little different. First thing we'll do here is take our shell from last time and throw it back. Do a little experiment. Maybe just throw it right there and see if anyone picks it up. If not, maybe we'll just grab the same one. Had this pole wash up here. Good time of year for fishing. Even the grass turning, changing colors here. The dunes have the November look. Quiet over here at the pub. A few fat flowers left here. Trees becoming bare. Looks like they're opening the doors here for the day on the pub. There's the infamous Coastal Thirst restaurant we went to back in, I think it was early May, in the little Coastal Thirst catering bus, Yorktown Hotel. Everything is now a fall color, a late fall color. Yorktown Pub, Yorktown Hotel, which we visited. We climbed up there back in July. Remember that, guys? Leaves on the beach. The dock is now closed because it is fall. We're at the late fall season of movie watching. Last night's feature presentation, this one picked by John, picking his second consecutive feature. And last night's feature presentation was our only must-watch for the late fall season of movie watching. For those of you watching Frank Atkin Channel live premiere here on this AD Nation night, God bless you, because you're about to get the question correct on on last night's feature presentation, which was The Mailbox, 1977. Brigham Young, produced by Brigham Young University. A Mormon film. This is in the David K. Jacobs directed catalog. He did this one. He did Uncle Ben, 1978, which we'll get to very soon, and a couple others. This one's starring Lethe Tatke as Lethe Anderson, old woman who checks her mailbox every day. It's a highlight of her day. She has a little girl neighbor who comes over, played by the adorable Rachel Jacobs, who I assume is the daughter of the director. She has very distinctive eyes. I think she was in a lot of episodes of Growing Pains, as well as she was a main character in a short-lived early 80s TV show called It's Not Easy. Rachel Jacobs. Also in this film is Alan Nash. So we have Rachel Jacobs in this film, and Alan Nash is the mailman. Just saw him in the end of summer, beginning of fall season movie watching. One of our must-watches, Beyond and Back, playing Ben Franklin. Beyond and Back, 1978. So cool to see Alan Nash in this. It's really good as the postman. Dock is closed here. Good job, whoever just got that in trivia. Good job. Way to watch the Frank Addington channel. All right, this is the Carrie DeReese. Never seen this before. We got a nice boat over here. This might be DNR Manny out here. Very nice looking boat out here. And then we got the Serenity and the Alliance, which are done for the year. And then we're gonna see if we can get over. I think this gate over here is closed, but we got a couple of cool Coast Guard coming in. We got the Sea La Vie and the Pullen Pitch over here. I don't think we can get to that. Look at the beach there. Once, just a few months ago, it was packed with people on this end seeking refuge from 100-degree temperatures to get into that water, but not today, boys. Just a heads up for our closer today. We may not be going out this way because of some work going on here in the main street, but that's okay. You'll get to see it in the opener, which is premiering right now on the Frank Addington channel. Oh my God. I'm gonna walk down that street and you guys can take a look at it. All right, take a look at the little Cannon replica, Lafayette's tour, General Lafayette, with General Peters filming, Coleman Bridge, and then a couple of really nice looking boats here, and a Coast Guard boat also coming in. And then over here at the Water Street Grill, this is a sign of November, and a sign that summer is completely done. Even the early fall is done. They got the plastic, wow, out there. Water Street Grill. And so look at one of the little tables here. Yeah, they got a lot of work going on out here. Nobody even out in this area. And you may see this in some of the briefly in the closers sometimes. Little statues, Washington, Grassi, Lafayette, and a Rochambeau, French Army. This is General Lafayette. This is Lieutenant General Rochambeau. This is Admiral de Grassi. And this is General Peters, greatest of them all. And here's the Alliance. All right, the entrance of the Water Street Grill. The beautiful fountain of the Water Street Grill. We also have a place here called the Carrot Tree, which I've considered adding to the Ocean One for All the Marbles picks. We got the key lime pie, dessert of the day. Oh my gosh. So but I've never actually added that to the choices. So this thing is closed over here. The gifts and souvenirs and the rentals, beach supplies, it's completely done for the year. We're coming over, looking at the Coleman Bridge above. Historic bridge there. This is usually about where we end our closing videos, but hello? Yeah, good. We won't be doing that today, it looks like. Hey, good morning, good. Parking's still okay in here, but look up there, the Coleman Bridge. All right, there's the little Waterman's Museum, which we did a complete video of already, right there, with the little propeller thing. All right, historic Yorktown windmill right there, in case you haven't seen that. Fall at the beach area, fall colors. This interesting red mulberry tree. Maybe come back in December and snag that Christmas tree right there. Few people actually come over to this area of the beach. Not a whole lot of beach area in here. Just kind of marks the end. Wow. Bunch of shells in here. May as well grab a Christmas tree shell in here in the opener, since there's a lot over here. All right, that's gonna be it. Actually, that one's a little better. All right, so if you've stuck with me, you are watching an area that has not been traveled before. This is really cool up in here. And over there is that giant dock. Some kind of Coast Guard thing. Look at this. Who says the greenery is gone? Look at this. Is that beautiful or what? I wonder if there's like flowers on this in the summer or springtime. We got some greenery again today, boys. Look at that. And if you're wondering why I haven't touched the water yet, like I said, the temperature is 58.6. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. We're not gonna do an Ocean One for all the marbles. I mean, we're not gonna do a head dunk. We will do an Ocean One for all the marbles. But I'm not doing a head dunk. Maybe waist deep. All right, this should pretty much end it. This just leads around to another little kind of boring historical area that I've been to before. And there's a flag right there. All right, guys. At past the 20-minute mark, this has been the absolute final beach trip visit of 2025, opening video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've won a couple rounds of trivia. And I'll see you for Ocean One for all the marbles. And we're gonna have a few cool choices. See you for that, and I'll see you for the closer here on November the 7th, 2025. Have a great AD Nation Day. Out.